Hi, everyone, and happy Halloween. As a sort of bonus round, I'm going to list off how I think the Hannibal Lecter actors performed based on the rating. So, starting at the bottom, I'm going to go with Gasper Ulliol, and then I would go Brian Cox, and then I would go Matt Mikkelsen, and then Anthony Hopkins, number one. Now, Gaspard, sadly, he passed away shortly after the film was made. I think if he had been given a better script, I might rank him a little higher, but it was more about that. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm not saying he was bad in the role as a young Hannibal, but I just think that out of the others, he didn't really get a chance to really shine as the character. And then Brian Cox, my main complaint about Manhunter was that he's not in it enough. He relied more on the foreboding nature of Hannibal Lecter. When Will Graham first goes to see him in Manhunter, he really just oozes intimidation and fear, and I really liked that aspect of him. But even with that, Mads Mikkelsen, I still think he did a little bit better in the television show. He was more of the charming serial killer, but still kind of sinister. You know what I'm talking about? He really did that. He really leaned into being a psychologist in that regard, a mental health professional. He really leaned more into that. And what makes Anthony Hopkins so great is that he just stepped into the role, and you can kind of tell he enjoyed playing the role in all of the films. I think that he did a great job. Now, he was supposed to narrate Hannibal Rising, but he refused to do so, would not come back. So they just did it without the narration. But I really think he personified the character in Silence of the Lambs, in Hannibal, in Red Dragon. He just completely steps into the role. And even though Red Dragon takes place before Silence of the Lambs, you can not really tell. He just does that role so well. And I was really pulled into it, and I enjoyed his performance. So again, not saying the guys who did it before and after were bad, but he is just the perfect sort of personification of Hannibal Lecter. Other characters can be debated, like who is the best Sherlock Holmes? Is it Benedict Cumberbatch? Is it Jeremy Brett? Is it Basil Rathbone? Is it Ron Howard? Not that Ron Howard, a different one. Is it Robert Downey Jr.? Who is the best Sherlock Holmes? It's Jeremy Brett, but Sherlockians still debate it to this day. No one is debating who is the better Hannibal Lecter. At least no one who is just not obsessed with the TV show. Everyone knows Anthony Hopkins is Hannibal Lecter. If you like that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and check out my posts on the community tab. If you want to see more of what I do or read my reviews of all the Hannibal Lecter stuff, check out my Substack. The link is in the description of the video. It's studiojakemedia.substack.com. Consider joining because different tiers unlock different perks, including being able to pick out the topic for this vidcast or for the Substack. So you get a pretty good deal in my humble opinion. At my Substack, there's a conveniently titled Buy My Books section. You can pick up one or all four of my own books. I hope you will enjoy them and you will pick them up. They're all available on Amazon. Leave me a 5-star review. It really helps out small indie creators like myself. One last thing before I go, Studio Jake After Dark returns on Halloween, and I will again be talking about Hannibal Lecter. So head on over there. I think you'll enjoy it. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake, and have a happy Halloween. 'Cause I've been living